Hey, what up? It's Zinni was here, and today I thought I'd go over the process of how I make a thumbnail. Because making a thumbnail is probably my favorite part about doing the whole YouTube thing. My least favorite part being editing the audio, because that takes fucking forever. Because, you know me, I'm an artist, and I like to animate sometimes, and, you know, it's really what I've been doing my whole life. So, yeah. Okay, so depending on what type of video I'm gonna make, or what kind of idea I have, I'll just start making a bunch of mini thumbnails. And for some of y'all who aren't really aware what the traditional meaning of a thumbnail is, it's basically a little sketch that's around the size of a thumb. It's meant to be just random ideas that you can get down on a piece of paper, and from there you can look at it and kind of visualize what the final product might look like, and then from there you can kind of choose which one you want to go forward with. So as you can see, I made around, I think, 12 thumbnails. You know, just random positions, different camera angles. Some of them, you know, have my character in it. Sometimes when I'm doing like speed drawing videos like this one, where I'm just showing my time lapse of a work or whatever, and it's just me talking or just like chill, I'll just have basically a screenshot of something. Pixabay is really useful, and basically I'll just use that, and then I'll just put my chibi character on there. Basically, I'll draw over the screenshot or picture, and that's why I use Pixabay, because the pictures on there are royalty free, Creative Commons, so you don't have to worry about people getting mad. And yeah, anyways, in here you can see that I'm using a background from one of the storyboards I used for the Wukong video, and I'm using this tool on Krita. I made the original background on IBS Paint, and then I changed it over to Krita because I was making the original sketch on Krita, but then the background, you know, I didn't really have a lot of time, so I just had to choose one of the backgrounds to use. So I chose that one, and then I used like a little Photoshop thingy to kind of test it out a little, get rid of the zoom lines. And over here you can see me kind of going over the messy sketch that I did, you know, making sure it looks nice. Sometimes I'll redo a sketch like several times if I don't think it looks right, and that's probably why my drawings take forever to make. But yeah, and I'm really just making sure everything looks perfect, making sure everything looks nice. You know, my original design of Wukong looked way different. I had no boots for one, but then even though I really liked the design, I realized that if I went with that, I would probably have to do a second set of hands, and I just wasn't feeling that. So I just went with that one. You can see me drawing, making the tail look nice, you know, making sure everything looks perfect before I move on to line work. I had a lot of experience in the past where I would think the sketch looks great, and then I move to line work, and then I'm like, okay, what the fuck is going on with this sketch, because I have no idea. Yeah, so it's always good to make sure that you know how everything's supposed to look like, or there's like clarity, because if your sketch is too messy, it can take forever to do line work. Yeah, I think line work can be one of my favorite parts of the process, but also my least favorite parts of the process, because sketching is great, but once you get into line work, it can be like, oh yeah, it's all coming together, it looks so clean, it looks so nice, and other times you can be like, why the fuck is it taking me so damn long to do one stroke? Oh my god. I find that happens to me all the time. Drawing Wukong, I kind of don't like it. I mean, the design's okay, but it kind of looks similar to like the Lego Monkey Kid design, and I really didn't want it to look similar, but after a while I started thinking about it, and I was like, you know what, this might be easier for some of the poses that I want to do, because the original version, which should show up on screen, the initial idea that I really wanted to go forward with, he was a little bit more like, I guess, silly monkey vibes, you know what I mean? And I was like, oh yeah, this dude's chill, this dude, you want him at the function. But after a while, I was like, I don't know if it's going to work with what I want to do. So I was just like, fuck it, I'll redo it. And I did. I kept the eyebrows though, because I really like the eyebrows. I really like it when they do that thing with the eyebrows sometimes in certain designs. Especially in like media that's centered around like maybe Chinese folklore. They'll just have eyebrows that kind of look like clouds or something, and I think that's really cool. And you can see I'm doing the line work. Oh. My dog just walked in. Sorry about that. Anyways, she's gone now. But yeah, you can see that I'm doing my little chibi character. And if you're smart enough, you might notice that the bangs are technically wrong. And the reality is, I have no idea what the fuck I'm doing with her bangs. I have no idea what the fuck I'm doing with them, because like I thought I'd do like a middle part. It looks gross, plus it makes it look like she has a big ass forehead. I thought I'd do like one half, but that bitch is now emo. And now I just kind of settled on the one you're seeing right here. I don't really know what these bangs are called, but I'm just called the Ariel because it looks like Ariel from Disney, and that's why it's low-key a vibe now. And you can see me do my rendering here. I'll be honest with you, most of the time I have no idea what the fuck I'm doing with rendering. But for the most part, it's just important that you make sure that what you want to be emphasized is emphasized. You know what I mean? Right? Because the reality is a thumbnail can make or break a YouTube video. You know, you get it right, good job. You get it wrong, sucks to be you. And sometimes I do a good job, sometimes I don't. But even if I don't, then at least I had a fun time making it, you know? Plus now I have the speed paint and I can use it for other stuff like this video right here. Yeah, and then I did something very specific with this video in mind, or this thumbnail. I don't know if you saw earlier, but the initial thumbnail was Wukong was on the right and I was on the left, but I actually flipped it because I realized, you know, the main focus of the YouTube video is Wukong, therefore he should be the most visible to the trend day, and also because we are in a Western world, that means most of our information is read left to right. That's what my graphics design professor told me. And then another thing I have going on kinda is rule of thirds. It's basically when you split a picture or a canvas into 3x3, basically 9 squares. Then you have your focal points, and the one that's in the top left is the one that is what most people pay attention to first, and that's why Wukong's face is in the top left, just to make sure that everybody, you know, sees his face first. And yeah, you can see me struggling with the armor here. I tried doing like chrome because I thought it would look nice, but it ended up just looking really weird. You know, like at the end of it, I was just like, fuck it, I gotta get rid of it. So I think I lowered the opacity a bit to try to make it look more like, I guess, brass. Yeah, I don't know what I was doing, but it kind of took me a while to do the chrome, so I didn't want to get rid of it. So I think at the end, I did like a decent job. Yeah, you can see me, you know, touching up the clouds here, making sure that they, you know, follow the same kind of lighting that they do with the clouds in the back. My only regret is that I didn't make them a little bit more saturated, you know, because there's another thing that you do with backgrounds and whatnot, is that the closer it is to this camera, the quote-unquote camera, you saturate it more, and the farther it is from the camera, you desaturate it, so it gives it the impression of distance. Yeah, I wish I could have done that, but yeah. And then over here you can actually see me applying an anti-AI layer. I mean, those ones already got disproven, but I still kind of wanted to try my best and add one in. I had multiple actually. This one, a third one, and then I added a second, which was like glaze or something. And I also added art shields, so that way, you know, I don't get my shit taken. Anyways, here's the final product. You can see, it might look a little bit different on the computer, but it looked nice when I put it together. Anyways, I hope you liked it. Please subscribe. Subscribe for more. Subscribe. I'm legally required to tell you that. And before you go, can I borrow $50? Trust me, it's worth it. The payoff is huge, right? The payoff is huge. Please. Hey guys, I'd like to make a quick statement specifically about this. Now, I might not be the best source on this, so here are some creators who I think are reputable and support. And even if you don't see it on this channel, I still think this is a very serious issue. The links to these creators will be on the description, and the QR codes are on screen for those watching on TVs. This final QR code is also to call your reps for those who live in the US. All you need is your zip code. This statement will be on every one of my videos from now on. Through community and resilience, we can make a difference. Thank you for listening and have a great day.